Stop translating in your head right now.
Yes, if you keep thinking in your native language first, you will always feel slow.
And you will never feel confident speaking English.
Let me ask you something. When you want to say something in English, do you first think in Urdu, then translate, and then speak?
And by the time you speak, the moment is gone?
If yes, then this episode will change everything for you.
Because today, we're going to talk about something very powerful.
How to think in English.
Welcome back to Fluency Hive Podcast.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ali.
And today, we're going to help you break one of the biggest problems in English learning.
Yes, the problem that almost every learner faces, including me in the past.
Really? You too?
Of course, I was the king of translation.
That's funny.
I remember I wanted to say something simple like, I am hungry, but in my mind, I first said it in Urdu.
Mujhe bhook lagi hai.
Yes, then I translated, and then I spoke.
And by that time, food was already finished.
Exactly.
This is very real. Many people feel this.
And this habit is dangerous for fluency.
Because language is not translation. Language is thinking.
When you start thinking in English, your speaking becomes faster, smoother, and more natural.
But the question is, how do we do that?
Because many people try, but they fail.
Yes, they feel stuck.
Let me tell you a truth.
Hmm?
You cannot suddenly start thinking in English fully.
Yes, it doesn't happen in one day.
It is a process, step by step.
And today, we will share simple ways, very easy ways, to train your brain.
So your brain starts thinking in English naturally.
Without stress, without pressure.
Let's start with something very simple.
What is that?
Talk to yourself.
Wait, talk to yourself.
Yes, don't worry, you are not crazy.
Okay, explain this.
When you are alone, start speaking small sentences in English.
Like,
I am sitting on a chair. I am drinking tea. I am feeling tired.
oh, describing what you are doing.
Exactly.
That sounds easy.
It is easy, but very powerful.
Because you are not translating, you're directly thinking.
Yes, that's the key.
I used to do this in my room.
Really?
Yes, I would walk and say, I am walking, I am opening the door, I am checking my phone.
That's amazing.
At first, it felt strange.
Of course.
But after a few days, my brain started giving English words automatically.
That's the magic moment.
Yes, when you don't need to translate anymore.
And that is the beginning of fluency.
So step 1, talk to yourself daily.
Even for 5 minutes.
No pressure, no perfection.
Just speak.
Okay, what's next?
Think in pictures, not words.
Explain this.
When you see something, don't say it in Urdu in your mind.
Okay.
For example, you see a cat.
Yes.
Smile. Don't think Billy, think cat.
Oh,
Connect directly with English.
that's interesting.
Your brain understands images faster than language.
Yes, that's true.
So when you connect images with English words, your thinking becomes faster.
So if I see food, I say food, not kana.
Exactly.
That feels powerful.
Encouraging. Practice this everywhere,
In your room, outside, in the market,
even when watching TV.
or when you're stalking people.
Or yes, but quietly.
Don't get caught.
The point is, train your brain to stay in English.
Not jump back to your native language.
Now let me share something important.
What?
Deep tone. You will feel slow in the beginning.
Yes, very slow.
Your brain will struggle.
And that's okay.
That means you are learning.
Growth feels uncomfortable.
But don't go back to translation.
That is the trap.
Softly. Stay patient.
Gentle. Give your brain time.
Now, step 3.
I'm ready.
Clear. Use simple English in your mind.
Oh, yes, this is important.
Explaining. Instead of thinking, I am extremely exhausted today.
Laughing. Big sentence.
Smiling. Just think, I am tired.
Nodding. Easy.
Simple words. Fast thinking.
Clear, and fluency grows.
Pause. Sarah, can I share a small story?
Warm words, of course.
Remembering. One day I was at a shop.
Listening.
Nervous tone. I wanted to speak in English.
Curious. What happened?
Slowly, I started thinking, how can I say this perfectly?
Oh no.
Smiling sadly. And I froze.
Soft. You couldn't speak?
Yes, nothing came out.
Empathetic. That hurts.
Deep tone. But then I changed one thing.
Interested. What?
Confident. I stopped trying to be perfect.
Smiling. That's powerful.
Clear. I started using simple English.
Excited. And?
Happy. I spoke more.
Laughing. Even if it was not perfect.
Smiling. Yes, but it was real.
Emotional. That's beautiful.
Softly. And slowly my thinking improved.
Encouraging. So don't chase perfection.
Firm. Chase consistency.
Pause. I think this is where many people fail.
Curious. Why?
Explaining. Because they wait to feel ready.
Nodding. True.
Serious, but you never feel ready.
Deep tone. You become ready by doing.
Smiling. Exactly.
Pause. Now let me ask you something.
Curious. Yes?
Slow tone. Do you talk to yourself in your native language?
Thinking. Yes, all the time.
Smiling. Start doing that in English.
Realization. That's a big shift.
Soft. Even your inner voice matters.
Emotional. Wow, I never thought about that.
Deep. Your inner voice controls your fluency.
Slowly. So if my inner voice is in English,
Finishing. Your speaking will follow.
smiling, that's powerful.
Calm. But remember,
Listening,
serious. This takes time.
gentle, be kind to yourself.
Pause. And never give up.
Soft, because one day,
Continuing. You will realize.
emotional, you are thinking in English without trying.
Smiling. And that moment,
Whisper, feels magical.
pause. Serious. But,
Curious, but what?
slowly, there is one mistake.
Concerned, mistake?
Deep. A very common mistake that can destroy your progress.
Worried, what is it?
Intense. And most learners don't even realize they are doing it.
Softly, tell me, Ali.
Pause. Building suspense. It is something you might be doing right now.
Nervous laugh. Okay, now I'm scared.
Serious tone. And if you don't fix it, you will always struggle to think in English.
Whisper. What is it, Ali?
Slowly. It is overthinking every sentence.
Oh,
Yes, you try to make every sentence perfect in your mind.
grammar, vocabulary, tense.
And your brain gets tired.
That's true. It feels heavy.
And when your brain feels heavy, it stops thinking in English.
And you go back to your native language.
Exactly.
So, what should we do instead?
Think fast, not perfect.
I like that.
Your goal is not perfect English. Your goal is natural English.
Like how children learn.
Yes, children don't think about grammar.
They just speak.
And that's why they learn faster.
So, we should act like beginners, not experts.
Exactly.
Okay, before we go deeper, let's do a quick recap.
Yes.
We learned that to think in English.
First, talk to yourself daily.
Second, connect words with images, not your native language.
Third, use simple English.
And avoid overthinking.
Perfect.
Now let's move forward.
Now I want to share a powerful exercise.
I'm ready.
It's called daily thinking time.
What is that?
Every day, take 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sit quietly and think only in English.
Only in English?
Yes, no translation allowed.
That sounds hard.
It is hard at first.
So, what do we think about?
Anything.
Like what?
Your day, your plans, your dreams.
Today I woke up late.
Yes,
I need to finish my work.
perfect.
I want to improve my English.
That's it.
This feels like talking to myself, but silently.
Exactly.
And this will train the brain.
It will rewire your thinking.
I like this idea.
Try it for 7 days. You will see change.
Small steps, big results.
Now let me share another trick.
Go on.
Start labeling your world in English.
Labeling?
Look around you and name everything in English.
Chair, table, phone,
Yes,
door, window, bag.
perfect.
Oh, this keeps the brain active in English.
Exactly.
Even small things matter.
Small habits create big change.
So, can I share something personal?
Of course.
I used to feel very shy speaking English.
Hmm. My
mind was always translating,
Yes.
and I felt I was not smart.
That's not true.
I know now, but at that time, it felt real.
Many people feel this.
One day, I decided something.
What?
I will think in English no matter what.
Brave decision.
It was messy at first.
Of course.
My sentences were broken, simple,
That's okay.
but slowly, something changed.
What changed?
I stopped being afraid
That's powerful.
because I was not translating anymore.
You were living in English.
Yes,
And that is the goal.
not perfect English, but natural English.
Now let's talk about one more important thing.
What is it?
Input.
So, listening and reading?
Yes.
How does it help?
When you listen to English daily,
Your brain absorbs patterns.
and those patterns become your thoughts,
So, the more I listen,
the easier I think in English.
that makes sense.
Listen to podcasts, watch videos, simple content.
Like Fluency Hive podcast.
Of course,
Good promotion.
but it's true,
Choose easy English, not difficult.
because understanding is important.
So, Ali, what if someone feels stuck?
Then they should slow down.
Slow down?
Don't rush big sentences.
Start small.
One word, then two, then short sentences.
Build step by step.
Language is a journey, not a race.
I love that.
And one more thing,
Yes?
don't be afraid of mistakes.
Yes.
Mistakes are part of thinking.
Even native speakers make mistakes.
All the time.
True.
So relax.
Be free.
Imagine one day you wake up
Yes?
and your first thought is in English.
Wow.
You go outside.
And you think in English.
You speak without fear.
Without translation?
Warm, that day will come.
Yes, if you practice.
If you stay consistent.
So, dear listener,
Start today.
talk to yourself.
Think simple.
Don't translate.
Don't overthink.
Just flow.
And if you enjoyed this episode,
Share it with a friend who struggles with English.
and don't forget to follow Fluency Hive,
Because we're here to help you grow.
step by step,
Day by day.
in English.
See you in the next episode.
Take care and keep thinking in English.